You all know from the previous video that I have been burnt out from playing hardcore in recent times. To cure this, I invented the Trail Challenge. If you want to do this with your boring hardcore worlds, here's how it goes. Randomly generate a number between negative 25,000 and 25,000 twice. The first will be your starting X coordinate and the second will be your Z coordinate. Fly to those coordinates and bury your entire inventory under the ground, including totems and elytra. Once you've done that, if you have them, disable and delete all your waypoints except for your main base and your new campsite. Your goal is to make a path or trail all the way back to your base, whilst making pit stops and settlements in every large biome you pass through. When you finally return to your base, you should have a large path leading back to your campsite populated with different biome-themed builds to make your world thrive with story and adventure. I began my journey in a snowy taiga biome, but was immediately thrust into danger when I arrived at nighttime. Zombies are following me. Oh my gosh, there's zombies already. Okay, go, 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 go. I don't want to leave that tree floating. My goal is to make the economy of each base work individually without relying on one another. So to make this base survivable, I needed a campsite with light, a sheep pen, a mining hut, and a wheat farm. The first thing I built was the sheep farm because I intended to use wool for a covered wagon build. Now for the campsite, I used a large spruce tree to get podsole to put around the campfire. The covered wagon might be my favorite build of the first campsite. Then I got a mine set up because I needed a safe way to get full iron armor and tools without dying in a cave. Oh my goodness. And that's pretty much how this video is going to go. Every new biome, we're going to be building a new civilization and then traveling on to the next one. Since we're building our next colony on a frozen river, I figured our main industry should be a fishing industry. After building the main barge, we made a mine and a drill. Then the last things I built were a transportation raft and a wall. In one stream, I speedran the Snowy Slopes biome, capitalizing on the water industry and building an igloo in front of a campsite. When I found out the forest biome had a village right next to it, I knew I had to take my time here to gear up. I spent a while getting enough diamonds for full diamond armor, an enchanting table, and then 2 villagers to buy mending and protection. Plains is the most boring biome, so I speedran the base and moved on to the next one. Okay, so I was moving some of my items in preparation for the birch base, and I just found the most revolutionary thing we've encountered on this journey so far. A donkey. Okay, the idea is that we can take this donkey with us to the birch area, leave it there, and then we go off and find a horse, and if we can breed them, we can get a mule, and it'll make moving our items a lot easier. Oh, crap. Did it work? Oh! We got a mule. Now, you guys stay in there. I'm going to go... Ah, I'm sorry! You guys stay in there. I'm gonna go build a birch house. It worked! Yes, we have a mule to give us more, inventory when we move, and that is kinda awesome. It's the sunset of day 699. It's about to be day 700, and I just finished the Dark Oak House. I just realized that I've been here and haven't brought a bed here yet, so we actually have to go back and grab my bed from the previous place. So let me put steps right here, and then we're going to bring our mule with us. My sisters are yelling. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of skeletons. My shield broke while I was building the last place, and I never crafted a new one. Oh, those two skeletons are fighting. Yes. Okay. Bed in here? Where did I put the bed? Oh, the bed's over here. Okay, let's rob this and run. Oh my gosh, a lot of creepers. No, go. Oh my gosh, why would you stop right there, you stupid mule? Okay, get back in your pen. That was a lot more treacherous of an adventure than it was supposed to be. Let's place the bed and sleep. Day 700, let's go! This next build took me many hours to make, because it had some pretty expensive materials and I had to collect them all without all of my OP gear. It's a monument of the current 8 Kingdoms SMP members, with the 2 newest and the 2 dead on the bottom, and then it's a pyramid going upwards with me at the top. For the ocean base, I had the creative idea of building a massive bonfire on the ocean. This is to represent the bonfire that a castaway might make when trying to signal ships that are passing by. On the Mushroom Island, I built a big mushroom tower and then capitalized on mushrooms. Okay, so I finished with the Mushroom Island, and now we can move on to our next base. The only problem is that there's just an endless ocean. And by endless, I mean 1,000 blocks wide, until we hit the next part of land. So I have a lot of buoys to build. Alright, here's the Overgrown Taiga base done. I based off the beanstalk, obviously, with like a little cloud around it. And I wanted to build it this tall so that I could be seen over the trees. But this one took me so long that I am now out of bread. Oh crap, get out of my way. I am now out of bread, so I have to live on apples and fish until I come up with a new food source. And, kinda just want to fish. Okay, so I've fished for about 8 to 10 hours real time, but I have a rule on this server where day counters don't go up when you're AFKing. So we have a lot of fish in here and a lot of junk in here, but our day counter is 7:45 right now, I think. Yeah, 7:45. So on to the next place. While we trot off to the next place, I wanted to point out that I was super demotivated from this project from the get-go, but something sparked in me the last 2 days that got me really motivated to do stuff. So I hit day 700 literally yesterday in real time, and now I'm on day 750 arriving to the next place, which means I've played about, if I were to sleep every night, which I haven't, it would be about 6 hours of gameplay, but I think it's close to 12 hours in the last 2 days. And that means I've been to like 5 different biomes since then too, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so our next biome is the Grove. It goes through Dark Forest and Birch, this path, but I've already built bases in those 2 biomes, so we're just skipping on past. So the more biomes we do, the faster we're going to get there, and I think that's the best way to do this. I did not mean to hit that button. Yeah, so here's our next base. I already made our leather boots, and we're gonna have a grand old time, right, Mr. Mule? If he gets back alive, I'll give him a name of one of the subscribers, because that sounds nice. Alright, the Lush Cave's base is done. I think my favorite part about it is that the only way to get down there is to jump off and nearly die. But yeah, this base is quite literally just a prison. And the only way to get back up is by swimming up this water and taking this really sketchy ladder. So, maybe we'll canonically use that for something at some point. For now, I just think it looks really aesthetically nice, this base. So, never gonna use it for anything, but, let's go on to the next one. As it turns out, the next new biome is 3,000 blocks away. I put that marker there just to measure it, but we've already built a base in a birch forest. We've already built a base in a forest. We've already built a base. I guess river is a new one, so maybe we can take a pit stop at the river, build a base here. Then we've done birch forest and we've done plains. We have a huge ocean with plains here, and then the next new base would be in this jungle right here. So let's go build a base in the river, then in the jungle. And that'll bring us 3,000 blocks closer. Alright, so now we have the river base done right over here. And you might be wondering, Shaden, this is just a bridge. What do you mean this is a base? There's a room. Therefore it's a base. We keep going. Okay, so I thought I was gonna have to go 3,000 blocks and over an ocean to get to the jungle, but while I was on my way building there, I just found another jungle right here. So we're gonna build our next base here, and then we have an ocean to cross to get all the way to the Sparse Jungle, where we can build a second jungle base. And then a Savannah right here, that's another new one. A bamboo jungle, that's another new one. And then we get to this mesa, and that mesa, in theory, brings us all the way home. We should probably build one in the swamp. There's also a mountain. I don't know. This is so much work. I don't know why I did this to myself, but we're gonna figure it out. We're more than halfway there. We are 8,000 blocks from my original base and 6,000 blocks from the original campsite. We're not actually halfway there. The Sparse Jungle base I built in tribute to Technoblade and Tinfoil Chef, two Minecraft YouTubers who have recently passed away. Okay, so bad news. When we reached day 700, my friend Alex joined the server, and we didn't even get the chance to finish this camping trip before he died. So we never got to see him, like, physically on the server. Genuinely, guys, I have not even seen him on the server, but he died on day 48. He built his kingdom. It's called Chronopolis. It's very undeveloped at the moment, but he had a really good vision for it, and I really want to claim it. So I'm hoping that the other Kingdoms SMP members forget about our claiming rule when someone dies, and I can get back in time to take his kingdom. Because I have a really good build idea that I want to do if I ever, like, decide that I'm done with Alavania, and Chronopolis can be the next stop for me. So we have about 6,000 more meters to go until we return to Alavania. We need to get a move on and get to the next place. Most of the Badlands gameplay was live streamed on YouTube, so if you're interested, check out the Hardcore VODs playlist. Alrighty, I finally made it home to my precious country. Please tell me I have extra totems somewhere. Of course I don't. Okay, so The last thing in this video that I need to do is go back to the original campsite, grab my gear, and fly home. I'm letting the mule live with me. We do have to name it. We're going to name the mule Boy Scout in honor of our fallen friend who died while we were on this trip. So now we have Uncle Jack off and Boy Scout living in the house. I'll change that sign when 1.20 comes out so I don't have to break it. So, last thing we have to do is run all the way back. Alright, it took some snooping around because his base is actually 300 blocks away from the COORDS he gave me. But here's Alex's house. Looks like a villager breeder. Or he was in the middle of making one when he died, I think, is what happened. So, yeah, this is a base we're gonna be able to build at some point, I guess. And, I guess that's it for this video. Next episode, I intend to build the mega base, so we're going to get to that soon. I'm going to be streaming, getting the materials and all that jazz, as well as decorating the first mega base we built, so that's exciting. And if you guys are interested in any of that, please subscribe. I've been putting in a lot of work. I literally grinded the server out for a whole month straight to get this video out, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.